The following is the Royal Fox production of Late Night Cafe. It is requested that all audience members cease use of cellular devices and flash photography is not permitted. Thank you and enjoy the show.
It was a quiet night at the night cafe. What is peculiar and most of note was that this shift was beginning rather normally. Myself and Ash were working the 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. shift. This shift is known by many of this place of work as the set to rise shift, due to the sunset and sunrise nature. This shift is when you see the night customers.
The shift started and River and myself hadn't spoken a word. We usually take the shift together and work. It's a sort of endless routine of making a coffee for any whack job that decides to enter a cafe past 10 at night. Sometimes I wonder why customers even bother getting coffee at such strange hours. The first customer of the night is an elder-looking fellow, seemed to be working for the police force. The fact aside that he was entering a cafe at 11:30 in the night, he had a pretty casual tone about him that you forgot he was even a police officer. He approached the counter and I greeted him. "Hey, welcome to the Late Night Cafe. What can I get started for you?"
I'd like a triple shot black eye coffee.
The black eye coffee is a well-known coffee meant to keep people up awake for long periods of time. It has 2 shots in it, pretty strong, but the fact that this guy wants 3 means that he really plans on being awake for a good while longer. Strange. Well, how's your night been? I asked without thinking.
It's a busy night at the precinct. There's been a quiet homicide. We've been up all night trying to solve it. Like, quiet homicide? Like the coffee quiet?
That joke made the cafe fall silent for about 3 seconds. It's as if all the energy in the room died. Well, here's your coffee. That'll be $4. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
He said as he left.
The second customer, their robust energy flows off them. You can basically see the denim and colourful nature melt into the cafe. The fact that this person entered a cafe at 1:30 in the morning was entirely true to their nature. The energy in their voice almost wakes up Ash, who is working in the corner. The customer says,
Peace and love for the chai latte, bro. With almond milk, please.
the customer then proceeds to do lunges on one of the packed up tables. They stopped doing their lunges and proceeded to stare into my soul, their frozen body ever so still. The facade of calm falling as the requirement for coffee settled in. They approached the counter when they should be waiting.
My coffee. My latte, bro. I need it.
They said in a more assertive, aggressive tone. Hearing the tone and ill intent, I quickly rushed to finish. Your coffee is done. Total's $10.50, I say. They say nothing. They place the money on the counter and take their coffee. Each step they take as they move towards the door, filled with rage, slowly fading as they drink the coffee.
Who is this customer? What will they order? Why are they here?
This customer, entering the cafe at 3 a.m., felt evil. The noise shifts to just the shrill of the coffee machine, the hissing of the broken sprocket, and the heartbeats of Ash and myself. Something feels wrong, I say to Ash.
I felt fear. The customer who just entered made our hearts drop. Before I even knew it, River turned to me and said,
Something feels wrong.
This made me fear more for what was yet to come. Like, who was this customer? What will they order? And why can I hear our hearts beat in this room?
The 3 a.m. customer had an unsettling surrounding and a concerning stain running across their shirt. I spoke to them first, Ash's face in a state of shock. I said, hello, what would you like to order? I tried to stop myself from stuttering, but the fear in my body was beyond my control.
I'd like a black coffee. They say it's with a horrific screech, like their mouth is coarse and full of sandpaper.
How has your night been?
It's been a lovely night. I was downtown walking, busy as it is down there. It was a nice night for a night walk, especially with all the birds out. Birds out, birds out, birds out.
They said this with a vile tone, that would make you feel like a knife being driven into your side. They kept repeating the phrase, "birds out," 4 times, like the number 4 was meant to symbolize something. How strange, I thought. Thanks for the coffee. This will help me stay on the run for the rest of the night.
The customer states this when the coffee is placed on the counter. One would surely wonder what they're running from and why they need a coffee to run from it. I say with a calm in my voice as this customer begins to leave the cafe. Your total is $3. Thank you. The time was 4:50 and the night shift would soon be coming to a close. Tonight wasn't the strangest night, not by far, but it was surely one to remember. River and myself were just doing the closing up jobs, cleaning the cafe, locking up so that way no whack jobs would enter while we weren't here. After all, there's a rough gap of an hour between 5 and 6 when the cafe is completely unattended. After 6, the day shift arrives. But as I stood here cleaning the dishes, I couldn't help but think about our customers who we make the coffee for. How such a simple thing as a beverage can define you. A coffee must be able to tell quite a few stories, after all. There's all the ways that you can make it, all the people it sees, and all the places it's drunk.
The shift was almost over. The people have been strange. I wonder how shift will go. Once this shift ends, another will begin, and another, and another, and another. The endless cycle of coffee in this cafe never ends. Myself and Ash were just about finished up, but we'll be back once the set to rise shift comes again. The customers have always been a strange mark on the night shifts. I mean, who orders a day drink during the night? People in need of staying awake. The sleep deprived, those sent to roam this earth when the sun goes down. For a coffee will keep you awake. A coffee will define you once you find it.